If I ever find Sprite Cranberry and I have the cases of it, I will make a follow-up video of me fucking holding all 4 of the packages up like this, big smile on my face, fucking ready for Christmas, like a fucking hamster.
Want a Sprite Cranberry? Want a Sprite Cranberry? Want a Sprite Cranberry? Want a Sprite Cranberry? Want a Sprite Cranberry?
I couldn't find 4 cases. I did it. Here they are. 5 measly fucking cans. Five cans. That's it. Just 5. I want you to guess how much these cost me, how much they set me back, huh? I really want you to fucking guess how much these cost. 15. For 5 cans. Let me tell you the process. So I don't usually use this webcam anymore because, I mean, look at my area. This is my my room. And I moved, so I don't have my lights. I don't have my lights right now. This is the window. So you can tell by the... But with moving to a new place, guess what? More options to more locations to find things such as these, right? Because if you recall last year, the year before that, and the year before that, I've been looking for this. You know, it's nice to have them, but it's not enough. It's just not enough. I'm expected to make these last in the next 20 some odd days. I wanted to do this bit, right? I wanted to do this bit where I take them out and I finally crack one open and I just like I go crazy, you know, I go ham. Let me tell you the story about why this is so important to me. I kind of touched on it last year, but let's take a little dive. The first one we did with Jacob, where we got a Christmas tree, I edited the video, and then regular Sprite Cranberry was out, not the winter spice up, but the regular stuff in the red can was out at that point. So I bought a case to try it, right? It was so unique to me, and I was very happy about it. And then the year that followed, I didn't see it in the store anymore. I was like, that's weird. Maybe it was like a one-time they tried it out, didn't really sell very well. Turns out that the people down south were fucking hogging it. But a year went by, and I didn't get it. Fine. And then another year went by, and then I made the first video about wanting this as bad as I did because I already went a year without it, when I already had my tradition set in place. I whined, I bitched, I complained, but I still didn't get it. I tried my own little home remedy, you know, I tried regular Sprite with cranberry juice, but it just wasn't the same. It just isn't the same. So now, I move here, I fucking see it in a case. I go inside, and I say, how much for a case of Sprite Cranberry? They say to me, $30. But I'm like, you know what? Let me sleep on it. Let me give it a weekend, I'll think about it. What's a one-time purchase of something I've wanted for years? And then I came back, no case. They're all gone. They're all sold out. I asked the person working there, I'm like, do you guys have any cases left? And she says, no. Days go by, and I say, I'm fucking fed up. I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna hit someone. I'm gonna hit someone with a big piece of wood. I'm gonna go in, I say, do you guys have any cases? They're like, no. I look in the cooler, and there's like a bunch of them like just set in there. I'm reaching in there. I'm grabbing one. I'm taking it off. I'm grabbing it. And then I reach in again, I grab it. And then I reach in there and I grab another one. It keeps going. It keeps going, boys. They keep going. So I get up there, I'm holding all these, and I put them up on the shelf, right? I put them right on the counter and look at the fucking loser behind the desk. And I'm pulling out my wallet. You know, I'm feeling like, all right, I'm going to take this hit. I'm going to take this hit, this $15 hit, but it's going to be worth it. And then as soon as I pull my debit card out, this motherfucker looks at me and says, sorry, we only accept cash right now. I'm like, what? He says, I'm sorry. And I say, fuck you. And I leave. So I go across the street to a bank that I don't even go to, and I pull out $35 at this point because I'm like, whatever the price is, fuck it. If I have to go through any more arbitrary hoops to get what I want, I'm gonna fucking shoot someone. I do that, and then the bank machine is like, okay, that'll be $3.50 to use our machine. That's the price of, like, I could've got 6. There were 6 in there, but there's 1 left in that fucking cooler I could've got, and I could've got 6. But at that point, I'm like, you know what? The bank machine charges me the same amount as one of these, but who's the money going to? The fucking bank? Guess what? You have all of it. I went back in. The dude didn't even have time to put these back in the cooler. I came back and I fucking kicked the door down and I said, and that's exactly what I did, and I fucking spent $15 to get 5 cans. Can we talk about that 5 cans? Only 5. Only 5? There's only 5. I wanted to do a nice bit where I open them up and just take a little taste. I don't know what this tastes like yet. It's gonna be a mystery until I finally decide to open one. But until then, it's been a 3-year-long mystery that I will have to remedy myself. I took quite the hit today. I was like, it's gonna be $15. It's coming out of my pocket. But what I did was I looked at my checking account. And I'm like, okay, I can afford this hit. I looked at my savings, right? My savings account. And the whole crux of a high interest savings account is that you put money in there and you leave it. And you don't touch it, and you accumulate interest every month. I took a look to see how much interest I accumulated for the beginning of this month, being as it's December 1st. So the interest in my savings account was like enough to cover this. I pulled money out of my savings account, and now all the interest I've been stacking up is just gone. It's you can bully me all you want, but you know what? When you make your own home remedy, when you wait 3 years, when you want something as bad as I did, sacrifices must be made. If I open this now, I gotta drink it today. Otherwise, it's gonna go flat. Otherwise, it's not gonna be good anymore. Otherwise, the flavor is not gonna be as good. It's not the carbonation's gonna be gone. So if I open it, I gotta finish it. I can't just like take a sip and put a fucking cap back on and put it in the fridge. You can't do that. You can't do that. So these are gonna stay sealed until further notice. I don't even know if we're doing a Christmas video this year. I have ideas. I have a cool idea I like, and everyone seems on board for it. But you know, I just need to work out the specifics. But I want to make a Christmas video this year. I thought last year's was going to be like the finale of it, but luckily, you know, everyone still seems on board to make more if they can. I'm just unhappy about the sheer quantity that I have. Oh, also, there's another thing I want to bring up. I was so desperate to get these that I was fucking interacting with strangers online. Hang on, I'm going to blur out his name, but just God will always be first. He's 21. Twitter comment section, I was like, okay, guys, I need Sprite Cranberry. Something to that effect. This was last year. I don't remember the specifics, but he DM'd me and was like, I can sell you Sprite Cranberry, dog. And I'm like, no shot, okay. I was being a bit greedy. I was like, if it's possible, could I like get you could you get me like 2 cases? Because this guy's in the US, right? So he could have been my plug. Can you get me like 2 cases of it and I'll pay you back and then some interest as well. I'm not afraid to like slip you a tip that way. And then he didn't message me for 2 days. And then for some reason he describes how carbonation works. When you drink out of a soda, which is like a bottle, I'm not sure what your phrases are over there in Canada or how you guys describe that. A bottle. I don't know why this was important. We call them bottles. Found more easier to close it back up with the cap a little bit tighter so that the gas in the drink will not go out towards tasting bad after it's been opened. Does that make sense? Remember what I said earlier about how if I open this, I gotta drink the whole thing, otherwise it goes flat? But pretty much you can boil this message down to being like, hey, did you know that soda can go flat? Yep, I did. Okay, so this was the red flag, right? Look, he's just chatting shit up about oceans and people have ordered stuff from China, but we literally have ships sitting in the water, sitting in oceans, not being delivered. Like, what? Yeah, this is strange. I just can't believe this is really happening, to be honest with you. Usually when I try to help people, they take it as a joke. That's a normal thing to say. So at this point, right, I'm a little bit irked out. And then he hits me with this. So you can see my dilemma here. You can see why I would kind of back out of this exchange. You know, of all people who are going to help me, it's some guy who loves Christ. Oh yeah, he wanted to do like some weird like thing where it was like, hey, if I send you Sprite Cranberry, can you like send me like shit local to you? I'm like, okay, fair enough. Like if that's, all right, I can't see why not, you know? Depending how easy it is, you know, I can do that, yeah, it's only fair. And he said, it would be amazing to tell someone this cool story if it ever, like, happened, you know? It was that he's 22, but his bio said he's 21, so that's strange. When you describe, carbonation leaving a drink in such a long description, and then asking me my age, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Yeah, November 16th, he didn't get back to me at all. So it's New Year's at this point, and I'm like, okay, it's over now, I don't want them anymore, I wanted it at this time. And then, this year, the 8th of November, you know, it's nice to be thought of. You know, it's nice that he seems harmless. He does seem harmless, but it's like, well, this video went on longer than I expected, and now, like, the sun went down. I'm groveling at this point, so let's end the video.